Hi there. Today I'm going to review Repo Man, and this is gonna be the only time I'm going to mention this. But a lot of people, when they saw that Repo Man was being announced, they were saying it's a complete ripoff of Repo the Genetic Opera, and I like Repo the Genetic Opera, but I just want to see if this was going to be any good, and I'm just gonna keep the two movies completely separate. I'm not gonna compare the two, and yeah. So, Repo Man, I didn't really like it. So I'm gonna give my reasons. First of all, the plot is it's in a world where people have come up with artificial organs, and they sell those, and how it works is it's really expensive, so most people would be on a monthly plan where they had to pay for the organ for a certain number of time, and if they don't pay, then these repo men would come and repossess their organs. And so the main character is played by Jude Law, and his partner is played by Forest Whitaker. And so the story, there's this whole, you can see this in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything, but there's this big thing in the trailer about how he gets a artificial heart halfway through the film, and he starts going against the company, and because the main character is one of the repo men. But anyways, it's really predictable. It's not all that exciting. It's pretty bland. Now, same with the action, because this film is, unlike Repo the Genetic Opera, which is a musical, this is dubbed as a sci-fi action thriller film, and it's not all that well done. Like, even the action bits are pretty boring, and there are some scenes where the camera work is kind of sloppy, just going all over the place, and there are people getting stabbed or shot, but it's not, you can't really see anything. Although, there's one really cool night fight scene towards the end of the film that's really well done, along with another cool scene where there are two people running through a room while being shot by security guards in this room that's completely white, with people in white and working on organs, and whenever someone gets shot, there's blood all over this white environment, and that looks kind of cool. But personally, that was about the only redeeming thing for when I saw the film. There seems to be very strange sense of comedy in this film. Jude Law, for the lack of word, he reminded me of Simon Pegg a lot in this film, and there's a lot of Hot Fuzz like buzz. There's a scene where they're towards the beginning of the film where they go for a big repossession task, and there's a scene where everybody's like, there's a close-up shot of like them cocking their guns, and they go running, and there was like a little training bit before that where they were going nuts on a tank, and I don't know if they were meant to be funny, but it seems out of place. Acting, a lot of people act over the top. Again, it seems out of place, and also, I don't know where this set in place, but Jude Law is speaking in British accent, and I really don't know what Forest Whitaker was trying to sound like, because he kind of sounds like a thug sometimes, and sometimes he sounds like a British guy, and the fact that you can't understand half the dialogue doesn't really help. And even though the movie's not all that long, it's pretty boring. Again, everything is bland, and it's not all that original. That's one of the main problems with this film. And the soundtrack in this film is really all over the place. There would be sometimes classical music playing, and sometimes Beck would come in, or during one of the beginning scenes while he's extracting an organ, there's salsa music or some sort playing in the background. It is extremely unfocused and not very original. And the ending, at first I thought it was like, okay, this is kind of cheesy, but I'll accept it. Because since you have that really cool scenes towards the end of the film, you have a good impression, or better impression than having all the crappy bit at the end. But so they show you the ending. It's kind of, I thought it was kind of cheesy. Then they kind of trick you and give you their real ending, and I didn't like that at all. I mean, I guess some people liked it, but it's not really my thing. I really don't suggest that you should go see this film. I would go for a rental. It might be good, because if you're into that sort of action or sci-fi sort of film, then it'll be a good rental, but I don't think it's worth seeing in the theater. So if you saw the movie, just put in the comments. And thank you for watching.